video on evaluation of the credibility and reliability of source of data. In today's lesson, we will explore how to evaluate source of data effectively. We'll start by identifying the most reliable types of sources, then examine the characteristics of unreliable sources, and finally we will look at how to evaluate internet sources using the radar framework. Let's begin. We begin by identifying the types of sources that are considered most reliable in research and professional work. Primary sources provide direct, first-hand evidence or data about an event or topic. Examples include interviews, surveys, experiments, diaries, and legal documents. They are valuable because they offer original data, but they may sometimes lack balance or be incomplete due to the limited perspective of the person providing the data. Secondary sources are interpretations or analyses of primary sources. Examples include academic articles, books, and reports. These sources add context, making them valuable for understanding broader perspectives. However, they may introduce the author's bias or interpretation, which can skew the information. Tertiary sources compile information from primary and secondary sources, providing summaries or overviews. Encyclopedias, dictionaries, and handbooks are examples. These are useful for gaining a broad understanding of a topic, but they can lack the depth or specificity needed for in-depth research. To assess the reliability of a source, consider the author's authority, the accuracy of the information, how current it is, its comprehensiveness, and the objectivity of the data. For instance, a source authored by a recognized expert that includes current and well-supported information will likely be more reliable than one lacking these elements. Using reliable sources is essential for ensuring the validity of your research findings and conclusions. Without credible sources, the quality of your work can be compromised, leading to flawed arguments or inaccurate information. Next, we'll examine the characteristics that often indicate a source is unreliable. A reliable source should have a qualified and reputable author, such as an academic or professional with expertise in the subject area. An unreliable source may have an anonymous author, no author, or an author who lacks the necessary credentials. Reliable sources typically include references to other credible sources to support their claims. An unreliable source might lack citations or reference unreliable or irrelevant materials, making it difficult to verify the information. Peer review is an essential process for ensuring that research and information are accurate and valid. Unreliable sources often bypass this process, which means they may contain unchecked errors or biases. Scholarly journals and academic publishers generally require peer review, while many online sources do not. Information that is outdated or fails to reflect recent developments in a field can be unreliable. Reliable sources provide current information that is still relevant and accurate for the subject at hand. Unreliable sources often present information with a strong bias, using emotional or sensational language to influence the reader. Reliable sources, by contrast, offer a balanced perspective and use factual, neutral language. Finally, let's look at how to evaluate the credibility of internet sources using the radar framework. Relevance is about determining if the source relates to the topic you are researching. A relevant source will align with the specific research question or topic, providing useful and targeted information. Check the title, abstract, or introduction to see if the source matches your needs. Authority refers to the expertise and credentials of the author or organization behind the source. Reliable internet sources should be authored by experts or institutions with authority in the subject area. Look for author credentials, institutional affiliations, and whether the source has undergone peer review. Date evaluates the currency of the information. In rapidly changing fields, such as technology or medicine, outdated sources may not be accurate or relevant. Look for the publication or revision date and ensure that the information reflects the latest research or developments. Appearance refers to the source's presentation, including design, format, and language. Reliable sources are presented in a professional manner, free from typographical errors, broken links, or unclear language. The quality of a source's appearance can often reflect the effort and care put into its creation. Reason asks whether the source has a clear purpose and is free from bias. Look for balanced arguments, well-supported claims, and a lack of emotional or sensational language. Reliable sources aim to inform or educate rather than persuade through manipulation or bias.
In today's lesson, we explored how to evaluate sources of data, distinguishing between reliable and unreliable sources, and applying the radar framework for internet sources. By using these tools, you can ensure the quality and credibility of the information you include in your academic or professional work. Remember, always critically evaluate the sources used to maintain the integrity of your research. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this helps in your future projects.